Howdy and welcome to my channel. Today is a beautiful day. I mean, we have sunshine. But today we're going to get on this Thunderbird. We're going to pull the fan shroud. We're going to pull the radiator, water pump, whatever else we can get to under the hood. We're going to pull both seats out. We're going to pull the carpet. We're going to pull the center console, and then we're going to strip the trunk lining. So appreciate y'all joining me today, and we're going to try to get a little something done and enjoy this beautiful weather. This had water in it. We took the drain plug out, and there in the center, let the water drain out. As you can see, she's been sitting in some water for a while. And then you can see all the carpet, everything is all wet. Just nasty. Then we pulled the passenger seat. Got half the back seat out. We're still working on the back half. We still got to get the console out. We got to figure out how to get power to that front driver's seat so we can get to the back bolts. We got the front bolts in. They're out. So once we figure that out, we'll be able to get that out and get these carpets out. Take you around the front. Over here, as you can see, I went ahead and I got these two bolts out. There was one hidden back there, but down here on the bottom, as you can see, the seat's gone back. It's gone back too far, so we need to bring it up forward. So once we get that up, figure a way to get that out, we'll get the rest of it out of there, and then we'll work on getting that T-shift handle out, get the console removed, pull the carpet out in one big chunk. I'd rather do it that way and try to cut it up, because if it can be saved or could be power washed or whatever, I'm gonna try that first. Real easy. This is that 90s plastic and it is cheap. So what I like to do is I like to put my screwdriver in and just ride it around the edge. Just give it a little slide and a twist. Take your screwdriver. See, that's usually all it needs. All you do is just twist it off. Then there's a few screwdrivers we have to get hold of. Bear with me, folks, I'm gonna get a screwdriver. There we go. And then two screws under the door lid here. Take these right on out. All right. Pop throw the screws right on in your little hole here, your little storage compartment. And just give it a little twist. And this is the scary part, but as you can see, once you get it, you got a plug in here for your cigarette lighter. You got to take that out. See, you got your cigarette lighter, and you got your light. Just don't be scared of it. Just grab it, start unplugging it, and then flip this around so you can get to your judge jack. And it's got a push-in clip. One of these type deals. Don't cuss it, just Got a little Christmas tree fastener here that holds the wire. So just make sure you, no big deal if you break it. You can always just use a zip tie and put it right back. So it doesn't really affect anything. It can be a pain sometimes, but voila, I didn't break that one. I hate these Ford clips. You always want to make them difficult. Should be able to push and push down ever so lightly. Ah, come on, baby. And voila, just like that. Okay, so we got that part done. So, we are getting closer. Then up here, we're gonna have 2, 3, 4 bolts where this attaches to. And then we have one bolt here in the center, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's a rubber mat down here in the bottom. Just pull that little rubber mat out of there, and then there's 2 more down in the bottom. 2 more. So you got 2 inside your storage compartment. You got a Phillips screwdriver. A Phillips screw, excuse me. You got 2 of those. Once you get those done, then you can go ahead and remove your console. Okay, once you get this slid back, there's a white clip right here in the front. And you just slide it apart. Very easy. Then you can take, then there's another one. Make sure all your wire clips are out. You got a little teeny one right in here. Just be vigilant of all your wire jacks. Don't go gorilla on it till you get them all out. And be careful with this plastic. It is cheap and it is flimsy. Love Ford these clips. I feel like every time I touch them, I'm going to break. And just like that, success. And this should be ready to come out. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. The console's out, seats are free, all this is ready to come out. Then we can get to our carpet and we can start the cleaning up process. So we're going to take all these spare parts and stuff, put them in that box right here so we don't get them lost. When you pull the console, you don't have to pull this. It can stay. You can work the rest of that around. But I'm gonna go ahead and get the carpet out, and I'll bring you right back. Let me show you what it looks like when we get it down to the bare bones. But this is what you have to do when you get a lot of water in your car. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have found some serious issues. I mean, look in there. We got water under here. Water clear all the way back under here, down in there. I mean, not too bad over here on the passenger side. It got damp, but never like the driver's side. So we're gonna take and knock these drain plugs out. See if we can't get it to drain. But yeah, good call on taking that carpet out. Now we can let this thing start drying out. All our electrical wires, they've gotten wet. You can see them just sitting in the water in there. So we're gonna take and dry everything up now and shoot for the best. My father-in-law, he's working on getting that. We want to get the radiator out. He's taking the top supports off so we can get down there to that pulley down there, hand crank, roll this engine over, because there's no need to go any further. This engine's locked up. But my father-in-law made a good point earlier. He's taking these old transmission lines off the radiator so we can move that harmonic balancer down there. And these old transmission lines, they have to have a special type line wrench. So don't get creative with a regular wrench or you'll wring them off. So I just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention. Well, as you can see, we've got the radiator out. Look at the bottom support pans. Oh my God, they're gorgeous. 29 years old, not a drop of rust on them. So we got that down. And in West Virginia, when you need accessories, like operating seats, door windows and stuff like that, you don't need no 12-volt battery. Just grab your lawnmower battery out of your lawnmower and run your accessories. Here in West Virginia, we make anything work. Let's see a flush in our future. Yep. But it's okay. We're gonna take care of her. We always do.
I'm not sure where you got your tools right there. Yank that alternator up there.
All right. I just wanted to give you a quick recap on what we got done today on the Thunder Chicken. We got the seats out. We got the carpet, trunk out, both seats. Found some water in the under the carpet on the driver's side. Passenger side looked pretty good, it's just damp. It'll dry fast. Radiator, water pump is out. Everything in the front's clear. All the hoses have been disconnected. Tomorrow we get nice weather, hopefully. Because in West Virginia, you never know what the weather's going to bring us. We're going to start getting on the hoses and the wiring harness so we can start getting this ready for pulling it out. Because I'm not going to do all this work and not put a timing chain, new water pump, valve pan gaskets, fresh plugs. You know, we're not going to strip it all the way down to the main bearings. We're just going to give it a good fresh up. So that's the goal. Been on it now probably the last 6 hours. I think we put in a good day's work. Appreciate you guys watching.